John Green writes about love, loss, and wonder. His books have made millions laugh, cry, and think. But who is the person behind the pages? Today, we explore the life of John Green, his childhood, his struggles, his internet adventures, and how he changed both young adult fiction and online education. This is the story of John Green. John Michael Green was born on August 24, 1977. He arrived in Indianapolis, Indiana, in the American Midwest. He grew up in a family that loved reading. Stories were part of daily life. They filled his mind with curiosity and questions. As a teen, John attended a boarding school in Alabama. There, he found lasting friendships. He also saw how adolescence can be joyful and painful at once. Those school years would later inspire his first novel. The place, the pranks, the friendships, and the heartbreaking lessons that come when kids grow up too fast. John studied English and religious studies in college. He learned to read slowly and to think deeply. He learned to look for meaning in small moments. A whispered prayer, a joke shared at the wrong time, a tiny kindness that saves a terrible day. After college, John worked in publishing and as a book reviewer. He read constantly. He practiced writing every day. He learned what makes a sentence clean. He learned what makes a story sing. He also spent time as a student chaplain in a children's hospital. There, he met families facing fear and uncertainty. He listened more than he spoke. He watched courage appear in the most unlikely places. Those experiences would shape the compassion in his books. They would also give him a lifelong respect for nurses, doctors, and patients. In 2005, John Green published his debut novel, Looking for Alaska. It follows a boy who goes to a boarding school. He meets friends who feel like home. He meets a girl who feels like a mystery. And then tragedy strikes. The novel is funny. It is honest. It treats teenagers as real people with real questions. Looking for Alaska received major honors and awards. More importantly, it found loyal readers. Teens recognized themselves in the book. Teachers and librarians saw its emotional truth. John Green had arrived. John's second novel, An Abundance of Catherines, explored patterns, math, and heartbreak. It asked a simple question. Can we graph the shape of love? His third novel, Paper Towns, chased a missing girl and the myths we make about people. It reminded readers that no one is an idea. Every person is more complex than the story we tell about them. John's writing style became clear. Short sentences, quick humor, tender details, a refusal to talk down to teenagers. He wrote about grief and joy with equal care. He wrote with respect. In 2012, John published The Fault in Our Stars. It follows Hazel and Gus, two teens who meet in a cancer support group. They are sharp. They are funny. They are alive to the world, even as they face mortality. The book became a global phenomenon. Readers underlined passages and shared quotes with friends. Bookstores ran out of copies. John went on tour and met thousands of readers who had been waiting for a story like this. A film adaptation soon followed, bringing the novel to an even wider audience. What made the book special? It treated illness with honesty, not pity. It showed that teens can have big thoughts about life and death. It insisted that love matters, even if time is short. It said, pain demands to be felt. And readers listened. John Green did not just write books. He, along with his brother Hank, helped shape the culture of YouTube. In 2007, the brothers began a video project to talk directly to each other. They called it Brotherhood 2.0, and later, Vlogbrothers. They spoke fast. They made jokes. They taught things they loved. They built a community called Nerdfighteria. The motto was simple. Don't forget to be awesome. That community did not just watch videos. They raised money for charity through an annual event known as the Project for Awesome. They made art. They built friendships that spanned continents. They turned viewers into participants. In 2012, John and Hank launched Crash Course, an educational channel. It created fast, clear lessons in history, literature, science, and more. Millions of students used Crash Course to learn. Teachers used it to make classes more exciting. The videos mixed humor, speed, and depth. They made complex subjects easier to approach. John also co-founded an online conference for creators. He helped build spaces where online culture could be discussed seriously. He showed that the internet could be generous, educational, and kind. John Green has been open about living with anxiety and obsessive-compulsive disorder. He does not use this to ask for pity. He shares it to create understanding. He talks about intrusive thoughts, therapy, and medication. He reminds fans that mental health is health. He says it is okay to ask for help. This honesty made many readers feel less alone. His 2017 novel, Titles All the Way Down, reflects that honesty. It follows a teen living with obsessive thoughts. The book does not offer easy fixes. It offers companionship. It says, your brain can be a tough place to live, but you are not your thoughts. And your story is not over. John is also an essayist. He created a podcast called the Anthropocene Reviewed. Each episode rates a facet of human life on a 5-star scale. It sounds silly, but the essays are tender and precise. They celebrate small wonders. They grieve losses we all share. These essays became a best-selling book. It is part memoir, part field guide to being human. It invites readers to look closely at the world, to notice the taste of a hot dog at a ball game, to think about sunsets, to think about our responsibilities to one another. It is a book for anyone who wants to pay better attention. John married Sarah Urist Green, an art historian and curator. They have a family, and they support each other's projects. Sarah created a smart and playful art series online. John often appears as a writer, a producer, or a curious student. Their partnership shows in small moments. A shared joke, a careful explanation, a belief that art belongs to everyone. Beyond family, John collaborates widely. He works with teachers, librarians, scientists, and creators. He listens. He revises. He tries to make things that are useful, beautiful, or both. Before John Green, many adults dismissed young adult fiction. After John Green, fewer people made that mistake. He helped prove that YA can be literary and popular at once. He showed that teenagers are careful readers. He showed that they want stories that respect their intelligence. His books opened doors for many other writers. They encouraged publishers to take risks. They encouraged teachers to bring contemporary YA into classrooms. They helped turn book tours into community events. They helped bring back the idea that reading can be a social act. Several of John's novels have been adapted for the screen. These projects brought new audiences to his stories. They also asked a hard question. How do you translate a voice-driven novel into images and sound? Some adaptations stayed close to the text. Others took bolder risks. John's approach has been consistent. Collaborate. Advise. But let filmmakers do their job. Books are books. Movies are movies. Each medium finds its own truth. John's writing process values revision. He writes a draft. Then another. Then another. He is patient with scenes. He is ruthless with sentences. He trims until the voice feels effortless. He listens for rhythm. He marks where a laugh is needed. He marks where honesty must replace a joke. He also writes with facts. From medical details to city maps, he checks things carefully. He knows that accuracy deepens emotion. When a detail is right, a scene feels solid. Readers can trust the world of the story. Then their hearts can lean in. Certain ideas repeat in John's work. Feist, the tension between the imagined person and the real person. We invent versions of each other. Then life reveals the truth. Second, the value of noticing. Small details contain entire worlds. A borrowed book with notes in the margins. A roadside attraction that turns into a memory. A gasp of laughter in a hospital hallway. Third, love is attention. To love someone is to see them clearly. To show up. To listen. To keep learning who they are. Fourth, mortality. Life is finite. Meaning is not guaranteed. We create it together, or we do not find it at all. John Green believes communities make us better. Through online projects, he has helped raise millions for charity. He has mobilized fans to fight poverty, improve healthcare, and support education. He uses platforms to build, not to burn. He asks viewers to be curious, not cynical. He asks readers to act, not just react. He also champions libraries and independent bookstores. He visits schools. He thanks teachers. He remembers that one librarian's recommendation can change a life, because it changed his. Fame did not make John Green less earnest. He still geeks out about maps and soccer. He still collects interesting facts. He still laughs at fast jokes and slow puns. He still worries, like many of us do. He keeps sharing how he copes. Therapy, medication, family, friends, work that feels meaningful, and a community that believes the world can be made a little better. John Green's books last because they tell the truth gently. They are funny without cruelty. They are sad without despair. They accept that life is complicated. They insist that people are worth the trouble. His readers grow up. They pass the books along. They return to favorite chapters during hard weeks. They find lines they did not notice before. They feel seen again. From John, writers can learn discipline. Write often. Revise deeply. Respect your audience. Treat research like love. You do it to understand. From John, readers can learn attention. Notice the world. Notice each other. Let books change your mind. Let them change your day. From John, communities can learn kindness. Use your platform to lift others. Make learning free whenever you can. Remember that joy scales. So does generosity. John Green once set out to write stories that mattered to him. He ended up writing stories that mattered to millions. He turned video into a classroom without walls. He turned fandom into philanthropy. He turned personal challenges into empathy that travels. The world he imagines is not perfect, but it is honest. It is curious. It is kind. That is John Green's legacy. Words that help people feel less alone. Communities that help people feel more capable. A reminder that being human is hard and wonderful. Thank you for watching. If this video moved you, share it with a friend who loves books. And keep reading, because stories make the world larger, and we all need a larger world.
Books that talk, dreams that fly, lit 2 talks, reach for the sky.